Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. So the next 7 days are going to be pretty critical moving forward for the overall market. And what I'm starting to do is really think about what I want to throw more of my dry powder into. And one of those that I am throwing a lot more dry powder into, and I'm even liquidating certain positions that I was involved in, is definitely Ponke. But what I want to do before we get onto the Ponke news is start to set the scene for this week. So what we're seeing is CBOE giving the official launch date for spot Ethereum ETFs. And this is the Chicago Board Options Exchange has confirmed that 5 spot Ethereum ETF products will begin trading on July 23rd. So that is tomorrow. So this is a really, really good start to the week moving forward. We've also seen a little bit of ETF news coming out of Hong Kong, and we know that Hong Kong is a financial playground for China previously, and it's definitely going to be used as the gateway as to get crypto broadly accepted in China once again. So Hong Kong is going to launch Asia's first inverse Bitcoin ETF, and this new inverse Bitcoin ETF aims to profit from BTC price declines following the successful 2022 launch of the firm's Bitcoin futures ETF. So these are all really, really good points. A kicker recently over the weekend has definitely been Joe Biden stepping down from the US presidential race. So this was such an important aspect considering Donald Trump is going to be speaking at BTC Nashville. And this is definitely a situation that is probably going to send us up higher. I don't know how high it's going to send us or if it's going to be the thing that sends us into the stratosphere, but it's definitely going to help the overall momentum this week. That's happening from the 25th to the 27th. So the scene's looking pretty good. The market's looking very good. Things are looking healthy. There's no major dumps incoming from what we can tell from government selling Bitcoin. Everything seems to point us in the right direction. We had a blip in the financial sector showing the cracks, and that has really started to open up the doors more broadly to crypto, especially the everyday person who comes in and just thinks about crypto. And as all of those new people start to flood in, it's going to be at this point you want to have the attention of the market. You want to remain current. And more importantly, you want to have a very, very good narrative. And Ponke is the narrative. There's no in between when it comes to this. If there is a meme to be made, they're going to make it. If a meme exists, they've already copied it at this point. So there is a bit of a meme coin bloodbath, but this is more of your blue chip meme coin assets, I would say, which is where Ponke is heading, but is not even close to that level yet. But the potential is definitely there. So Pepe, Floki, and Brett are among the poorest performers. And like I said, these are your blue chip memes that are going to get hit with the swings of the market quite hard. And conviction is everything when it comes down to a community. If you're seeing that the coin you're involved in is not really dumping during times like this, it probably has a strong community. And that is what makes a good cryptocurrency, is having a strong, committed, and convicted community. So let's keep moving forward and let's take a look at this article before we go over to the recent Ponke listings and the all-time high and stuff like that. Is the sentiment announced while Bitcoin and Ethereum remain stable, these 9 altcoins continue to make their mark in July. And as we can see down here at the bottom next to Bendog and Myro is Ponke. And a huge shout out to Bendog and Myro because I do have those in my meme coin bag on MEXC as well. But Ponke is doing absolutely outstanding. The conviction is unreal at this point, but to see them starting to pop up in different articles like this in all of these different places, alongside being trending on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and all of those other places that they have been pushing hard on, we're starting to see them becoming mainstream. But they don't have that mainstream market cap yet. So they are securing more listings, and we have seen the Bitvavo listing come through. That happened on the 18th of July. I know I'm a little bit late with this, but I'm doing a broader update with Ponke currently. So this is really good. They've got so many listings, but what I'm seeing is a lot of people who are currently saying, when's the Binance listing coming? When do we think they're going to list Binance? I personally think that they're waiting for a strategic moment to do it in, because they've secured a crypto.com listing. So we know the power's there. We know they have the support and the ability to get listed on a high level tier 1 exchange. So I think Binance is in the bag. I think it's in the inventory, and I think they're waiting and holding fast and waiting for that exact right moment to launch on there. And I think that's definitely going to be something that sends this higher, but in itself, they rule the narrative in the sense that people copy them. People are more or less trying to reproduce what they've done, whether that's copying their memes, copying their style, or just outright copying the Ponke narrative itself and then reproducing it with a T in front of it instead of a P. It's happening, and these are exactly what you want to see when you know you're holding something that is possibly gold moving forward. So they have been trending on Reddit, and yesterday we did see that they were more or less being shouted out by Wall Street Bets, had shared this. It's got 9.4k upvotes, which is a considerable amount. And it's just, once again, it's highly relatable content. It's what everybody wants to see. It's what your mind thinks all of the time. And a lot of the times it's like they pull it directly out of your brain. It makes you smile, it makes you laugh, and it makes you happy that you're involved with this thing. And if you're not, you're probably going to see what this coin is, what a Ponke is, what it does, and what the community is all about. But once you start to look into this thing, you become more and more convicted. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I've liquidated a fair few of my more serious positions over the course of this weekend, and just getting out of some of these really high level projects that have got at least 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years before they get to a launch point. And I'm just thinking to myself, my investments could do a lot more in areas like this. So like I was saying, Ponke has secured a serious amount of listings. They're on Bybit, Gate.io, HTX, MEXC, BitGet, Crypto.com, Bitmart, XT, Bitvarvo, BTSE. The list goes on at this point. There's lots of different options you've got when it comes down to getting Ponke. My personal opinion is get a Phantom wallet, get a Soulflare wallet, which is self-custody, and send your coins there. Don't leave them on an exchange, because not your keys, not your coins. And that is such an important point moving forward. Do not find yourself in a position where you've got a $1 million Ponke bag in gains and you can't do anything with it. Ensure that you have full control over your assets. So the market cap's looking really good. We're pushing closer to that $300 million range. And this is what I've been saying. This thing is so hugely underrated. It hurts a lot of the time. I think the community know how heavily underrated they are, but it's only a matter of time until this thing does a big stonking green candle and we break out of this zone. We push past the $1 range, and we're very close to breaching that $1 range. I think we're around 50% away from pushing that. As you can see currently, I think it's down 13% from its all-time high, so it's absolutely smashing it. And if you start to do a comparison between the Ponke chart and the WIF chart at the beginning of its life cycle, we can see it's got a very similar pattern that plays out. And this is what I'm starting to think, the fact that Wintermute backed Dog with Hat, the fact that Ponke is being backed by Wintermute, these are all different things that got me intrigued to begin with. And the fact that it doesn't revolve around burning, it doesn't revolve around some crazy idea of them getting themselves put on a Red Bull can or something crazy. It's just conviction, it's just fun, it's just memes. They are the narrative. Anything that comes up, they're going to turn it into something funny, something Ponke related, and something relatable that you're going to like, you're going to share, and you're going to push it out to other people. And that is going to continue to push the hype of this coin. So I'm very happy to have got involved in this back in December. Let me know what your entry point is in the comment section. I'm really interested to see where different parts of the community may have got in and how well you're doing. It's nice when you find coins like this, and we're going to be looking for a lot more of these. There is another one that I've covered on the channel. I'll leave a link to it at the end of the video. Do go and check that out. It's called Peng. It's something I'm going to be doing a video on it, but it's a really interesting coin once again. And what gets me about Peng is that it's the only penguin meme coin narrative that's currently being pushed. And I think that's something that really sets that aside and why it keeps getting these really substantial 300 to 400% breakouts. But keep an eye out for that video if you haven't seen it, and I'll be getting another video out for you in the future on that. But that's all I've really got now for Ponke. Hoping to see a lot more coming from these guys in the future. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And aside that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.